Hello everybody out there. New DVD update, DVD Blu-ray update. Sorry about the light, I was trying to get this in a good position, and I don't know, doesn't look very good, but whatever. So yeah, this is my new update. Not a whole lot, but I wanted to make sure I kept up with these videos so you guys could see, you know, everything I'm buying and whatnot. So first I'll start with the DVDs like usual. First one I got up was the 6th season of 30 Rock. This is a show that I really liked. I didn't really like the last 2 seasons. That's why I've been holding off on it. I have the first 5, but I wanted to make sure I got the 6th eventually, and I was able to pick it up for $10 used. I like the show. I haven't really watched much of it. I watched a few episodes. Better than I remember, but the weird thing about this set is, and anybody else who has the 6th season, let me know about this. It doesn't say 30 Rock. It just says, sorry, can't see what I'm doing here. It just says 30. Yeah, I don't know. It says it on all the discs. It's not a bootleg or anything. I know what a bootleg looks like. It's not purple on the opposite side. It's kind of weird. It just doesn't say Rock. It just says 30. So, I don't know, a little weird. But, got that. Next up I have the first 2 seasons of Taxi, which is a show I really liked as a kid. I remember watching it on Nick at Night. And I've been wanting to pick up the seasons, and I just, you know, I didn't want to spend the money on them. And I was able to get the first one for $6 and this one for $8 used. Which is fine. I've watched a few episodes again. Haven't really watched too much of it, but I did watch a little bit of it. So that's a fun show to watch. I'm actually going to talk about these 2 at the end. So another DVD I got was the first 2 seasons of Different Strokes. This was also a show I really liked as a kid. And I'd been wanting to pick it up, and then I found out Mill Creek was releasing, and I was able to get, you know, two seasons for $10, 46 episodes for $10. Not bad. Again, I haven't really watched. I love these Mill Creek TV show releases because they, everyone bitches and moans about them because there's so many episodes and compression, blah blah blah. But the thing is that they don't look any different to me than the like actual Paramount releases and stuff. So I think these are actually really cool sets, TV shows and whatnot, and they're so cheap. They're so cheap. All right, moving on to Blu-rays. First one up, another TV show, I Love Lucy. This was a show again I loved as a kid. I wanted to buy it on Blu-ray, but the thing is that these were way too expensive. I think it was like $70 to $80 when it first came out. I'm like, I'm not paying that much money for a TV show, for 1 season of a TV show at that. But I found this used for $45, and I had traded in some stuff, so I had some store credit, so I was able to get it. And this is a really neat set because they have the syndicated rerun versions, and they have the original broadcast, which includes like the commercials of like Philip Morris cigarettes and stuff, which I've never seen before. They weren't on the DVD. They had the original like animation openings, but they didn't have the Philip Morris like cigarette commercials and stuff like that. And I think it's actually kind of neat historically. Just kind of neat to have and see. And it was such a different time. Just seeing those commercials, it's almost like, what the fuck? Like why were they making why'd they make that kind of crap? It was a different time. You look at it now and you're like, holy shit. That causes cancer, blah. And back then they're just like, oh, smooth cigarettes, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And, it's got the, I Love Lucy, I think it's called Lost Episode. I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't really read that, but, where it was the original pilot that was never aired, and it was a CBS special in 1990. They have the actual special on here. Just a neat set. I hope they release the rest of the series, because the episodes do look phenomenal on Blu-ray. Next up we have is Ginger Snaps on Blu-ray. This is from Shout Factory. It's the collector's edition. This is probably my favorite werewolf movie. I really enjoy this movie. It's a Canadian horror movie. It's got Catherine Isabelle, who is like my celebrity wife. Sorry. I just find her very attractive anyway. This has got a really cool making of documentary called, called something. Where the hell is it? I give up. I can't find. I don't see the title on here, but it's a really cool, like 45 minute or hour long documentary. I can't remember. Oh no, actually, you know what? I think it's hour and 7 minutes or something. It's just over an hour, I think. It's a really good documentary. Emily Perkins is in it, and I have to say this: Emily Perkins always plays these characters who's wearing a lot of makeup, or they make her look ugly. She is a beautiful woman. I could not believe how beautiful she was, because I've seen her in other things, and they always make her up to look like, you know, some homely chick, and she's actually very beautiful in this documentary. But yeah, I would pick this up. I haven't watched the movie, so I can't comment on the picture quality or anything, but I really like this movie. So if you've ever seen Ginger Snaps, go out, see it. It's a good movie. Next up, we have is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is a Blu-ray that I've been wanting to buy for a long time. I had it on HD DVD. Excuse me. And I just never converted over the Blu-ray when it came out. I didn't want to spend $15 on it. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I was able to get it for $8 at Target. And the HD DVD and now the Blu-ray were the only way you could get the commentary. The commentary by Tim Burton was not on the DVD, any of the DVDs. So that's one thing about this. I like this movie. I know a lot of people didn't like this movie. Don't get me wrong. I still love the Willy Wonka, the Gene Wilder one. But this one's good, too. This one has, you know, it's a different movie. I think Johnny Depp's hilarious in this movie. It's a fun, interesting movie to watch. That's all I'm going to say. So, next up I have is Horrible Bosses, which is a movie I've never seen before. I bought it because I know there's a sequel coming out, and everyone at my job was like, oh, it's such a funny movie. So I picked it up for $8. I actually just finished watching it last night. This movie actually is really good. I really enjoyed this movie. Kevin Spacey's an asshole in this movie, and that's all I really have to say. The one thing I didn't like was, where the hell's the camera? This is like cracked. This is the way I got it, like broken. But on the inside there were 2 digital copies, so just gotta get a new case. I don't have a 3-disc case like that. Alright, next up we have is Muppets Most Wanted. This is a movie I was not that big of a fan of. Kind of disappointed with this movie. The Muppets, the first one, was great. It was like this great comeback for the Muppets and everything. Then they came out with this. The previews didn't look good. This movie it was okay at best. I did enjoy some of the music. I did enjoy some parts of the movie, but overall I don't think this movie is very good. It's got an extended edition that's 12 minutes longer. I've only watched about half the movie, and I only remember, there's one song in the movie on the soundtrack it's longer, and in the movie now it's longer because they had cut out part of it in the theatrical version, but now it's longer in this movie. But like, I don't really notice anything else that's different. Okay, again, I only saw the theatrical version once, so. And this has like almost no special features. Like, it has the extended edition, then it's got like a Statler and Waldorf cut, which I read up on. It's 3 minutes long. It's the entire movie in 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, ha ha ha, that's stupid. And then there's a blooper reel, which isn't funny at all. And then I don't know what the hell the other thing is. I don't know. I didn't watch that. And that's it. There's nothing else on here. I was very disappointed with this release. Next up I have is Little Rascals. This is a movie I saw, you know, I used to watch as a kid all the time. I was able to pick this up just recently for $8. I haven't watched it. When I say recently, I mean I got it yesterday for $8, and I have not watched it just yet. So, but I'll get around to it. All right, and now for all the Disney releases that came out this past week, which was a fun and exciting week because I love Disney movies, especially the Disney movies that I grew up watching as a kid. The first release I bought, I actually had a hard time getting because I didn't realize that they had released a standalone edition of one of the movies and then a set with 3 movies. So I was having a hard time finding this. The Best Buy down the street from my house fucking sucks ass, and they always say they have stuff in stock and they don't, because it's probably sitting in a box and they're back stock and they don't fucking go get it because they're lazy and they work at Best Buy. So I bought this at Walmart. Fuck you, Best Buy. You had your chance. You lost it. This is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad and Fun and Fancy Free. It also comes with The Reluctant Dragon, which I don't know why it is listed as a bonus feature instead of just saying it's a 3-movie collection, because that's what it is. I have not seen Ichabod and Mr. Toad probably since I was a kid, since it came out on VHS, because I never owned it on DVD. Fun and Fancy Free, it's been a long time since I've seen that too, but Ichabod and Mr. Toad I've not seen in probably, not even probably, over 10 years. It's been a long, long time. Reluctant Dragon I've never seen. That is the only quote-unquote special feature. I have not watched this yet, so I can't comment on the picture quality, but I am looking forward to it. All the other Disney releases I did watch, including Hercules. This is probably the most the best one that came out, simply because it came out on DVD. It had one of the worst transfers I've ever seen for a Disney movie. It was non-anamorphic. It looked like shit. This movie needed to be upgraded. It needed to be remastered in HD, and it needed to be released, and they did. It looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. There are almost no special features as the DVD had. It's got like a music video and like a featurette, and that's pretty much it. But whatever. I'm just glad this came out on Blu-ray and it came out and it looks good now. Next one up is Tarzan, which I believe has all the same special features as the 2-disc, which I had for like almost 15 years. Because I had that since 2000, and I just sold it, I don't know, a few weeks ago, because I knew this was coming out, so I sold it so I could buy this. And this looks great. I just watched it last night. Still a good movie. The animation's great in this movie. Music's great. It's a good movie. This is definitely the end of the Disney Renaissance, though. So, yeah. And I also bought Three Musketeers, which is a movie that, you know, is okay. I think it could have been better, but it's still a good movie. It's still fun to watch. I haven't seen it in a while, but I used to have it on DVD, and it's got some special features, but for the most part, it's just, you know, standalone movie, and that's fine. Whatever. It's only a little bit over an hour, but yeah. Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is one I was going to do an unboxing video on, and then I realized that video would have been incredibly short, so I'll just include the unboxing in this video, sort of unboxing. This is Twin Peaks, the entire series. Now, earlier I said that I wasn't going to spend $80 on one season of a TV show, and yes, I understand that this is 2 seasons, basically 1, because the first season's only 7 episodes, and I spent $90 on this. However, I spent $90 on this for the TV show, and for the movie, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, and all the special features. That's what I really spent the money on, was the special features. This is a really cool set. If you've never seen Twin Peaks, go out and watch it. All I can really say is it's about an investigation into who killed Laura Palmer and this really crazy town called Twin Peaks. And that's all I'm really going to say. I had never watched the movie before I got this set, and I watched it, and it is a fucking weird-ass movie. Like, it's nothing like the TV show. I don't know, it's just really bizarre, and I really wasn't digging it, but I've heard that people like it more as they watch it, you know, on multiple viewings. So, somewhere down the road, I'll watch it again and give it a shot. This is a cool set. It's got this picture of her, is a picture they used throughout the series. They used it during the end credits. This is Laura Palmer, and then this rip-out part of her dead is one of the first shots in the first episode. And then it opens like so, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you basically have to like pull out, you know, the tabs, and then it gives you, you know, information on what's on the disc, so on and so forth. It goes through the whole thing. It's 10 discs. It is a really cool set. I haven't really delved too far into the special features. I watched the movie, and I watched some of the special features on the movie, and then I haven't really delved into anything else, but there's a lot of interviews and a lot of this and that. So I'm really looking, and there's, of course, the hour and a half of deleted scenes from the movie, which is David Lynch shot all these scenes with people, you know, characters from the movie, or to the TV show that never made it into the movie, and then he cut them all out, and blah, blah, blah. So I haven't watched those yet, but I've heard it's like the holy grail of deleted scenes, and I'm looking forward to it. But again, I'll get to it eventually. Okay, one more thing, if anyone cares, I will be at Chicago Comic-Con this upcoming weekend. I'm not going to have a booth or anything, I'm just going to be kind of walking around, but if you guys see me, you know, tell me, hey, I like your videos, and whatnot. I'll probably do a video, at Comic-Con, possibly, I'm not really sure, but I'll definitely do one after I come back. But yeah, I'll be there the whole weekend, from Thursday through Sunday, so just so you know. Alright, and this is, you guys kind of knew that this is probably coming. I was going to do a separate video, but I chose not to because, honestly, I didn't know how to react to this. As everyone knows, Robin Williams died this past week, on Monday, I believe, and you know, when celebrities die, it's kind of like a oh my god, I was a fan and that hurts and everything like that. But for some reason with Robin Williams, it was almost like a family member died. Like, I'm not a crier. I don't cry unless something is like really gets to me. And when I heard he died, and especially the fact that he killed himself, it was it was kind of hard to deal with, and it literally felt like I lost a member of my family. I didn't know how to feel. I was very upset. Robin Williams, even though I wasn't the biggest fan where I've seen all of his movies, because there's a lot of movies I've never seen. It's just that he was a genuinely funny person, and from what I've heard, he was a genuinely nice person, and he loved his fans, and he loved his family and his friends, and it's just, it hurts. And I still don't know what to say. I mean, it was probably one of the most shocking celebrity deaths I've ever seen in my life. Even, accidental deaths and stuff like that. It wasn't as shocking as stuff like that, because I never expected it from him. He didn't seem like someone who was depressed enough to the point where he would take his own life, and that I don't know. That's why it was shocking. And I hate being that person that's like, oh, a celebrity died, let me go out and buy all of his movies because now I'm a fan. I hate being that person. I was a fan. I wasn't a huge fan, like, where I have all of his movies or something like that, because honestly, I don't have a lot of his movies, and there's a lot of his movies I've never even seen. But he was a part of my childhood. Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Hook. These were movies that I saw as a kid, that I liked as a kid, that I still like today. But I did go out and buy 2 of his movies. The one movie that I bought, I was going to buy actually like a month or so ago when I bought the Mighty Ducks movies, because they had it, and I may have even mentioned it in my update, I really don't remember, and that is Flubber. I was at Walmart again recently buying some stuff, and I was like, you know what, there's no better time to buy this movie now than now. It was $6. I haven't even opened it yet to watch it. It's kind of a stupid movie, but it's from my, excuse me, it's from my childhood, so I need to watch it. It's a remake of, Absent-Minded Professor. Yeah, so. But the one that I bought that I'm sure everyone tried to go out and buy, and I'm surprised that I was able to actually find it, because I figured it would have been sold out, was Mrs. Doubtfire. This is a movie that, huge part of my childhood. I remember watching this a million bazillion times when I was a kid, and I'd been putting off buying it on Blu-ray for a long time. Like, I'd see it every once in a while in the $8 bin at Best Buy. I'm like, oh, I should pick it up. Nah, I don't feel like spending the $8 right now. I went out and bought it. I was able to get it. I was shocked, and I rewatched it. It's still a good movie. And it sucks because they were, going to make a sequel, which I'm sure a lot of people were pissed off about, but obviously that's not going to happen now. So, all I can say is, Robin, thank you for all the laughs and all the good movies. And I'm not really a religious person, but I hope you are in a better place now. And just remember that you'll always be remembered, and that your laughter will, the laughter you brought to us will live on. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.